Hi everyone, it's Natalie. I just wanted to come on and do a quick video to talk about some of the stuff that's coming up in August. So I do have a wrap up of July coming out, but I didn't have time to really put in a lot of the detail and information that I wanted to put into that video. And I was interrupted a lot. I was having technical issues, of course, when I filmed it, which was yesterday. And because it was it was Station Direct retrograde, and it was the new moon eclipse, and we know how that goes. So I thought I would just do a quick one to talk about what's coming up in August. Generally speaking, and I think I say this in the other video as well, like it's hard for me to come up with new content, and it's even hard for me to get it uploaded at the moment. We've had a lot of internet issues. Hopefully those are about to be sorted out and dealt with. They have to be because I'm dependent on it for work. But yeah, content is going to be challenging, and I still have aspirations that maybe I'll be able to do what I want. So that said, one of the things I'm going to depend on a little more heavily than I want to is just showing decks, and talking through decks and so on. I don't think that's a horrible thing. It's just not the way that I really wanted and envisioned making content. So we'll see what happens. I did have some new Oracle decks that I'm really excited about. One of them is the Vessel deck by Mary Elizabeth Evans. I really wanted this one to go with the other Spirit Speak decks that I have because I'm doing readings with them professionally now. So having Oracle decks that match and so on is really pretty exciting. I took a lot of recommendations from people about what they thought would be good Oracle decks and so on, and what I'm discovering is really interesting. Some of them are brilliant for working with clients, and other ones are more definitely like, wow, this is a deck I need to use for myself. One of those is Iris. I don't know that I see myself using this deck with anybody else. It seems very personal. I'd love to do a walkthrough of this and just kind of talk about that and talk about what I'm seeing. I edged it in pistachio with a Jim Holtz Distress ink, and that was a really nice way to get to use this deck and get to know it. It is a really beautiful deck on so many levels. It is so simple and so it's just lovely, and I am excited to talk about it. It's a deck that's been on my list for a long time, and she had a sale last month, so I really just had to go forward and do it. So the one deck that I don't have that she made is the Divina Tarot, so I'm hopeful to get that at some point, but it's not like it's an emergency, right? Another deck that I got thinking I would use it with clients is the Messenger cards by Sandra Kuntz, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't express enough like how beautiful the cards are. I haven't done a walkthrough, but I have been using it on Instagram. Folks, what a deck. So I can't wait to talk about this one as well after I've used it a bit more. I did edge it with a copper, like, gilding stamp thing because copper felt like the right color, and I just did it last night. But as you can see, it just works. I mean, a lot of the colors and tones in this deck are just perfect with copper. So, and copper is kind of my metal right now. It's kind of a thing. I can't use silver, so copper and brass, they're kind of my friend at the moment. So I'll be, I've been putting this one on Instagram, but I'll do a walk and talk through of this one. An Oracle deck that I got and thought, I really don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I know I really, really felt like a push to get it, and I think that it was a professional push, but again, I didn't know how I was going to use it, was the Moonology, the the Moonology Oracle cards. It's the cards aren't in there, and I picked it up as though they were. That was anyway. So yes, I got these and thought, okay, I don't really know quite what to do with them. And then I was working with a client and suddenly went, wait a minute, you know what? I have the perfect deck for this, and pulled them out, and voila. So that ended up being ideal. And I'm actually really enjoying working with this deck, but it is not a deck that I will be using for myself. It really has ended up being one that I'm going to use with clients. So that's pretty cool. I also got a copy of the Spirit Keepers Tarot Vitruvian Edition. And I got one of the ones with the theoretically wonky backs, which they're not. It was literally just pull the lid off, switch it around, and put it back on. Not a big deal. The magnet, though, still smells like it's so beautiful. I want to use the recipe's transparent. She's put it out there. I'm totally going to make this. And it probably won't smell quite as good as Benabelle's version, but it'll be close. It'll be close. I kind of want to rub it everywhere. It's beautiful. So I will probably not bother doing a walkthrough or a first impressions or anything, but I did film the unboxing because she put so much effort into it's just so much effort. So I do want to upload that because it just means something to me. If I were making a deck, I too would want to see how people felt about it and enjoy watching people unbox it. Everybody knows you can get a copy of the deck, to look at online, and she works with it in her videos. But yeah, I think there's something about creators being able to see their work engaged with in that way that's heartening. And since that's the part that she's put a lot of her recent efforts into, I just feel like it's important. So there we are. And I've gotten so much out of her work and out of her perspectives and so forth. So that's exciting. In other news, so I have a friend, how everybody enjoys watching unboxings of things, and sometimes people on YouTube send each other gifts. And, one person will send somebody else a gift, and then they unbox it, and everybody's like, whoa, that's so much fun. I've become more aware recently of the kind of complications that can also accompany that. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. It's nothing like that. It's just, I'm just aware that not everybody feels okay with that or comfortable with that. And I was recently gifted with 3 decks from a friend, and oh my gosh. So I filmed the unboxing, which I may send to her personally, but upon further reflection, I thought, I might just not do that as a public video, just out of respect for the community and out of the respect for her and a lot of things. So but the decks she sent were amazing. I thought she was just going to send me one deck, and the one deck that she was going to send was this one. So I knew that this was coming. I did not, however, realize that when I got the box in the mail, because literally I was just like, oh, she's, just going to send me this one. It turned out that this friend had seen me watching other people's videos a lot. And in watching, people unbox a particular deck and commenting about putting it on my wish list, she just gifted it to me. And it was just so sweet. So I also have a copy of the Wisdom of the Buddha Mindfulness deck, which I'm really excited. So in this one, I'm still in its plastic. So I'm going to do an unboxing of this one. And I've been saving it and kind of letting it sit on my shelf and soaking it in preparation for that. And the same friend also gifted me with the Buddha Wisdom Divine Masculine cards by Sofan Chan, who has a few decks like this that are all based in Buddhism. So we'll do a little walkthrough of this one as well. And I've got, of course, the Children's Tarot review getting ready to be made. I'm having so much fun working with these cards. I wish I could give myself permission kind of to work with the book, but I don't think I feel so much a need to work with it as I do to, like, defile it, if you see what I mean. Just, like, put my marks in it and play with it and have fun. But I actually want to give it to my goddaughter. She's my Dharma daughter, because I think she would benefit from it tremendously. And it would give us a point of contact and connection. And I'm going to gift her with her own Buddha statue when I see her in Baltimore over Labor Day weekend. So, yeah, so there's that as well. And I know I'm definitely going to do that if I get time and it's possible. I've started getting really interested in Marseille decks again. And I've always enjoyed Marseille style decks. I'm feeling called back to work with them. And so if it's possible, and there is time, that may also be something that comes up soon. The truth of the matter, however, is that I'm having to turn away a lot of things right now that would be a lot of fun to do that are not paid, in favor of, no, I need to concentrate and focus my efforts on things that, that are hopefully going to improve my financial situation and ability to earn a living. So we shall see. We shall see. I luckily invested in decks when I still had quite a bit, of possibility to do that. And then, yeah, I don't think I regret that. I feel like it was a good thing. It was a wise investment. There's a couple of the decks that I've gotten, which had I not gotten them, could have been difficult. There were several that I ordered that were like pre-orders that I paid for months ago. So I'm not feeling too bad about it. It's just that, yeah, I've got to tighten things up. And I know that if I take a deep dive into Marseille, there's going to be the possibility that I end up thinking I need to get even more copies of Marseille style decks. And I would love to do that, but it's just not a very feasible or reasonable thing to do when I already have 4 Marseille decks and three Pip style decks. Come on, really? Don't think so. So, yes. So that's where things are. All right, that's the quick like, hey, here's what's coming up in August. But I did get Hodorovsky's book, and I am reading it and enjoying it tremendously. And just kind of allowing myself the ability to engage other channels that have a lot of content about Marseille style decks. So when I can, I could like about a week and a half ago, and then that's kind of had to stop. So yeah, that's how life is. Anyway, all right, everyone. Thank you. And I look forward to sharing fun stuff with you. All right. See you soon.